Welcome to Movie Toy Adventure Club. I'm Josh, you're awesome for being here. Let's go on an adventure and check out Wondercon 2025. Wondercon is such a fun convention. Everyone here is having a great time. Let's take a look around the showroom floor and see what we can find.
The little shop of pins seems really cool. They've got a bunch of neat licenses, including Fraggle Rock. Man, these take me back. These pins are just so cool. Were you guys Fraggle Rock fans like me? Let me know in the comments. I watched that show all the time as a kid. I love the Rocketeer. I got into it from the movie, and then found the comics. Oh my gosh, and Masters of the Universe Revelation. Speaking of the Rocketeer, OKKTO always has awesome Rocketeer merch. I spent a lot of money on their Rocketeer pins at Comic-Con last year. Oh, I also have that Indiana Jones Club Obi-Wan pin. And that Lao She pin. I also have one of their Rocketeer ballpoint pens, and I really love it. These watches are so cool, as is their Charlie Chaplin line. I definitely recommend checking out OKKTO. Over at the Jada booth, they're showing off their new figures. They've got these awesome cyberpunk figures with soft good clothing. Of course, their incredible Streetfighter line. Very cool stuff. I love these new Scooby-Doo figures from Jada. Scooby's going to be in the next wave, and it sounds like there will be 2 monsters with each wave. And then, of course, the cereal mascots. These figures are so great. I cannot wait for Fred and Barney. I am a huge fan of cereal, huge fan of the Flintstones, and a huge fan of Cocoa Pebbles and Fruity Pebbles. So these are going to be must-gets for me. The big reveal for Jada at WonderCon was this Frosty the Snowman figure. He looks amazing, and he'll be out this winter. Toynami is here with some cool Robotech and Voltron merch. And there is a huge GASHAPON area with tons of machines. Let me know in the comments if you collect these. I have a small collection myself. Mostly consists of doubles that my friend was kind enough to give me. We both collect one piece. Now Mondo is the booth that I am most excited about. I love their stuff. I'm collecting their real Ghostbusters line. And they just at this show announced Winston and the Sandman. These figures are so cool. I love the sculpts on these. And it's nice that they give you the choice of just getting the Ghostbuster and Small Ghost, or that 2-pack with those great villains from the classic cartoon. They have a lot of their new soft vinyl lines on display. Some of them are available here at the con. And they are just so cool. I love these. I was there at San Diego Comic-Con when they announced the Ninja Turtle line of soft vinyl, and they're just incredible. I've really been wanting to jump on this line, but I collect way too much Ninja Turtle stuff already, but look how great they look in package. If I ever cave and start collecting yet another line of Ninja Turtles, this will be it. The sculpts and the paint apps are just absolutely incredible. I love how big and chunky these figures are. Not too far from Ninja Turtles, they're also showing off their awesome Street Shark figure. Super cool. They have the Jake and Finn set, all of their X-Men cartoon figures. These are incredible. Just announced at WonderCon is this Carnage, and these Masters of the Universe figures. We've got Man-E-Faces for their 1/6 line, and the much talked about He-Man 1/12 scale line. This is going to be great. They're all going to be based on the 2000X cartoon. Lots of accessories. He-Man's up first. We're going to get Skeletor, Clawful, Man-at-Arms. It's going to be a great line. This amazing WonderCon goddess figure sold out pretty fast. They have their Orko figure on display. And another big announcement here at WonderCon is the deluxe She-Ra figure and the Swiftwind figure. These are absolutely beautiful. That Swiftwind is going to be enormous. Incredible sculpts on both of these, and as always, lots of accessories. And the big Thundercats announcement at WonderCon is this Mum-Ra Deluxe figure that's going to have a cloth cape and cloth bandages that are all wired so you can pose them in all sorts of amazing poses. And look at all those accessories, it is wild. Funko is here, of course, with con exclusives. There's a She-Ra Pop exclusive for its 40th anniversary. And Loungefly, all of the Funko brands. Loungefly with their cool pop culture bags. Anything you could possibly want to see with your eyeballs is happening here at WonderCon, including this Droid dance party. The Droid builders are the absolute coolest people, and their droids are the coolest bots. I even saw my personal favorite droid. Sorry, Wally, it's Rex from Star Tours.
Brakes! Brakes! Where are the brakes?
Break dancing, that is. I'm sorry, I'll see myself out. I love these Hero Within Star Trek jackets. I always stop at their booth to check them out. They are so cool. I know I'm gonna buckle and get one soon. The question is just which one? One of the great things about WonderCon is just how many artists are here. There are so many booths with incredible artists showing off their work. I found William O'Neill's booth, and I really love his work, especially the Indiana Jones and MST3K pieces. Those are two of my absolute favorite things. And his pieces inspired by them are just incredible. Definitely check him out if you get a chance. Jeff Granito is here. His work is always amazing. If you collect Tiki or Tiki art, you definitely know his name. He does awesome pop culture pieces inspired by Tiki-style art. I happened upon this really cool booth of 3D printed art. There's just something from every franchise imaginable here.
Hi, I'm David Drape of Drape Creations. We print 3D custom hand-painted action figures. They're all fan-based off of different movies and TV shows that I watched when I was growing up.
David told me that he sculpts a lot of these figures himself, and some of them are collaborations with other artists. But he 3D prints them, and all of them are hand-painted by him and his family. I love that mask from The Mask. There's just such a wide variety of pop culture characters here. They're all great. I love the passion and the creativity that is put into making these 3D printed figures. And I love that a lot of it is stuff you would never expect to see action figures from. The whole deal with Spaceballs being able to be made is that Lucas said it was okay as long as they didn't make any toys or merchandise. But here we are with Spaceballs action figures. A fan had to make them, and I think that's really cool. The highlight for me had to be the spaceship from the movie Explorers. Growing up, I loved this movie. I thought I was the only one who knew this movie existed or remembered it at all, but David made this amazing ship with all of these cool printed accessories. Just incredible work. There is so much to see at WonderCon. There's a gaming area for playing tabletop games. There's even an area for playing arcade games. But I don't have time to play games because I love toys. I'm a toy collector. We gotta visit all of the awesome toy vendors here. I love toy hunting at vendor booths at conventions like this. It's just so much fun to see everything. You got everything from mint on card figures to loose, from rare to peg warmers, from vintage to modern. It's all here. Question for my fellow toy collectors out there: why do we love collecting so much? Personally, I think it's heavily nostalgia based. You know, it just brings you back to feeling like a kid. I think that's what it is for me. Like this Nightmare Before Christmas Jack Skellington figure, that was a big part of my childhood, that movie, as was Lost in Space. Loved the show, loved the movie, had all the toys from the movie. Probably the only one. I think I still have all the toys from that movie. This G.I. Joe collector's box set brings me back right to that time when Hasbro was making a lot of these just window package display pieces. Very cool. Love the old Batman figures. I was all in on Star Wars Black Series for a long time. I was a completionist. Now I'm more cherry picking the bigger this line gets, but man, it's cool. The Super 7 Ninja Turtles line. Such a great line. I personally don't collect it. I have so many Ninja Turtle collections, but I do love seeing them. Got the Mutant Mayhem Boys, and the original, the vintage. Going for a pretty hefty price these days, but this is where it all started. My wife is a big Batman 66 fan, so I had to point out this cool Batgirl cycle. I think McFarlane did a great job with that line. It'll be interesting to see what Mattel does with DC, especially in the collector space. A big collecting regret for me is not collecting the Masters of the Universe Classics line. I am all in on Origins right now, absolutely love it. Lots of Super 7 reaction figures here. These are very cool. I don't collect them, but they are pretty nostalgic. This booth has some vintage G.I. Joe, including G.I. Joe Ninja Force. I couldn't tell you why, but when I was a kid, Slice was my favorite G.I. Joe figure. He was the hero of all my G.I. Joe adventures. Alright, we have seen a lot of cool toys. How about we check out some awesome cosplay? One of my favorite things about Wondercon is just how many cosplayers come to this convention. They are all incredibly talented. You can see their craftsmanship and hard work in every costume. And it's great to see a community like this come together to have fun.
My eggs are the lowest price around. No, they're not.
Thanks for joining us on this adventure to WonderCon 2025. If you enjoyed yourself, go ahead and give us a like. And if you want to join the club,
You bumbling fool. You better be following the horde.
no, that's not right. If you want to join the club, you gotta follow
Movie Toy Adventure Club.